Hello. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to draw some Bohr models. I'm going to do 4 examples, and then hopefully that will help you guys get started on what we're doing. So for this very first video, we're going to draw a hydrogen atom. So let's do that. So you have your symbol for hydrogen up in the top. Okay. Let me switch my pen really here. And you can see, right, the atomic number is that of 1, and the mass number is also 1. Reminding us, right, that we have 1 proton, 1 electron, and 0 neutrons. So the first step with a Bohr model is that you want to write in the nucleus how many protons and how many neutrons you have. So let's take that first step. So protons, right, has a positive charge. There's 1 proton in our hydrogen atom. Neutrons, there are 0 neutrons in our hydrogen atom. And then to draw it, we just have to follow the rules that I provided you guys. So we'll keep with the green theme. Since there's only 1 electron, that 1 electron will go into the first orbital right here. And that's it. That is your Bohr model for the hydrogen atom. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's move to the next example. Okay. So the next example is that of drawing a Bohr model of sodium. If we were to go back to our highlighter, right, we can see that sodium has an atomic number of 11 and a mass number of 23, right, which tells us that there's 11 protons and there are 12 neutrons, adding up to 23. So let's go ahead and draw that in our nucleus. So protons is equal to 11. Neutrons is equal to 12. Okay, and now we just need to draw our electrons. So let's go ahead and do that. So there are 2 that are allowed in the first energy level. So we'll go 1, and then we'll draw a second one. And now you move on to the next energy level. So there are 9 electrons that are left, and only 8 that can go into this energy level. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the 8 electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now my second energy level is completely full. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next energy level, and I'm going to draw my 1 electron right here. Now, this type of electron that's on the outermost energy level is called, and I'll write it down here. It's called a oops. So I'll just continue. It's called a valence electron. Note to self: don't write in highlighter. This is called a valence electron, and it's called a valence electron because it's on the outer orbital. Now, it's these electrons that we use to predict what type of bonding behavior atoms have. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next example, which is that of carbon. And hopefully you guys are starting to get used to it. Carbon has an atomic number of 6 protons, right? And then it has a mass number of 12, which tells us, right, if we were to go and draw in the nucleus, that the number of protons we have is equal to 6. The number of neutrons we have is equal to 6 as well. And so we just need to draw a corresponding number of electrons. So as a reminder, 2 electrons go into the first orbital. 6 minus the 2 is going to be 4. So that means that we can have 4 electrons. In this next orbital. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go to the last example, which is that of aluminum. Much like the last example, so aluminum has an atomic number of 13, which tells us that it has 13 protons and 13 electrons. And then it has a mass number of 27, which tells me that there are 14 neutrons. So I'm going to go ahead and just setting it up as I did before. We're going to have proton is equal to 13, neutrons equal to 14. 13 plus 14 would equal to 27. And now we just need to draw the number of electrons. Now this one may take a while, so we'll just take our time. But we got 1, and I just realized I forgot to switch to highlighter. Okay, so we have 2. 2 plus 8 will equal to 10, which does not bring us up to 14. So I know that my next energy level is going to be completely full. Okay. I know I have 4 left over, so I'm going to have, and I'll just draw them here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so how many valence electrons do I have? I have 4 valence electrons. 4, and I'll just go ahead and write that. How many valence electrons do I have? 4 valence electrons. Okay, so that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're definitely going to revisit this at a later time.